Great to be back with you here. Our quarterfinals ready to get underway. Quarterfinal number 2, Guido Andreozzi and Teymuraz Gabashvili. One winner already through, Marco Trungelliti, 6-4 in the third over Alex Kuznetsov. Andreozzi trying to make it 2 Argentines into our semifinals. He serves as we're ready for play. Much like Kuznetsov, though, starts with an ace. 23-year-old out of Buenos Aires. Doubles partners later today with Trungelliti. Not a bad start, huh? Wins this week over Ryan Sweeting and yesterday over Victor Hanescu. Drop volley from Andreozzi and game points. Gabashvili is obviously huge off the ground. Pops that backhand down the line. Still game points for Andreozzi. Three aces from Andreozzi. Takes the opener. Great to have you with us. Second of 4 quarterfinals on the day, coming up likely immediately following this one. Rajiv Ram versus Andrei Rublev, the 17-year-old Russian. It's a not before 4 o'clock start, so I'd imagine, of course, that at this point it will be immediately following. 7 o'clock start for Knowles and Fish, taking on Huck Verdugo and Patino. Gabashvili now serves at love 1. Big of a forehand as you can have. 29-year-old from Moscow. 79 in the world, the 2 seed here this week behind Kukushkin. Quick work of Daniel Wynn and Jason Jung over the last few days to get to this quarterfinal. It's first since ATP 250. They've been playing too many challengers of late. First challenger since Irving last March. Hold at love. 1 game all. This is the bottom half of our draw with the 2 seed, of course. Winner gets either Rajiv Ram or Andrei Rublev. I think there are a lot of people drooling for the idea of a Gabashvili-Rublev semifinal, but Rajiv Ram, of course, has served incredibly well in his 2 wins here this week. 4-3 over Kwiatkowski, 2-4 over Eric Quigley. First time meeting for these two players. Andreozzi back into the top 200 and as a result of a good week already with the quarterfinal spot, 193 in the live rankings.
It was wide, I mean, on the side too.
Actually, it's going to be up to Andreozzi to not allow Gabashvili to have some forehands to really pound. There he's trying to direct some traffic. Same with his coach, Mariano. Looks a little nervous, doesn't he? Not much he can do while he's just sitting there, but he looks like he's the more nervous of the two. Gabashvili is comedic in his on-court speech and mannerisms. Comedic about what's happening though on court as it's 40-15. Andreozzi, chance to get to 2-1. Could get Bill Hader out here and do a pretty good impression of Gabashvili. Should work on that. Replay the point here at 40-15. Crushed forehand. It's been so damaging because of the speed of these courts. He obviously hits it just about as big as anyone, and it's moving. Andreozzi with the hold, 2-1. We're on serve early here in the quarterfinals of the RBC Tennis Championships in Dallas.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. And my next goal is to go to college. Mastering the court takes persistence. So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
You can follow me, Mike C. Tennis, online. Love to have your interaction throughout the week. Lots of folks tweeting at me yesterday with that Marty Fish, Mark Knowles match. Taking out the top seeds, Saratani and Kluski 4 and 5. Really happy with how Fish looked in his debut in 2015 as he builds towards Indian Wells and Miami. He'll be in action 7 o'clock tonight against a qualifying doubles team. Patino and Hak Verdugo. Anytime you have a guy who's like Gabashvili, 70 or so in the world, and Gabashvili's at 77 in the live rankings, it's essentially a semifinal or bust type of a situation in terms of the points. Win today gets him to 72 in the world. Winning the tournament would get him to 66, much like Sam Querrey in that stretch in Northern California, Adrian Manarino when he played with us on the USTA Pro Circuit and those indoors. Two holds at love for Gabashvili, 2-all. Really for Andreozzi, this is more of a measuring stick to see where he is, as he's still fresh in his career, just the age of 23. Career high came a year ago. Gabashvili is about to hit the ATP events in Memphis, Delray Beach, and Acapulco after this. So this is essentially a start of something here in the States, and then, of course, in Mexico. Stealing my line. Gabashvili again coming just to question that one. Andreozzi has served very well, pretty big throughout the week as well. We watched that match yesterday. Took out Henescu 6 and 4. Really controlled most of that match. Gabashvili takes it right at him. And 30-all. Gabashvili with so many big matches in his career. You know, the pressure of a quarterfinal doesn't get to him nearly as much as you would expect for a guy like Andreozzi. said, Andreozzi has 2 titles to his credit, so he's certainly used to this type of pressure. He has a game point here to get to 3-2. To 3-2. Andreozzi and Gabashvili on serve here in Dallas.
That it's co-ed.
It's co-ed, it's a good time.
Tennis on campus strikes a pretty good balance
between school and athletics.
Students first and then athletes second.
It's the best of both worlds.
Another way to really bond with your team.
Giving back to the community.
Habitat for Humanity.
Project Nepal.
Ronald McDonald House.
We hit with the YMCA juniors.
You'll make the best friends you ever make in your life.
We have a great time.
We do a lot of fun things.
We all hang out outside of playing tennis.
We study together, play tennis together, go to movies together.
We're more like family.
We just have a blast every time we're together.
Great to have you with us here, live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit. RBC Tennis Championships of Dallas in its 17th year. We're happy to be back here at the T-Bar M Racket Club. Expecting another huge crowd tonight for Mark Knowles and Marty Fish in action, not before 7 o'clock. About 3.5 hours from now. One more singles quarterfinal to sneak in before that one. Gabashvili to serve here 2-3, has yet to lose a point on serve. Just big. Biggest game in the field. Although he might be surpassed at some point by Andrei Rublev. Maybe not quite yet. Excited to see Rublev, though, coming up next against Rajiv Ram. Simple. Gabashvili continuing to just roll through his service games, 3-all. Very impressive stuff early from Gabashvili. No issues of motivation when he drops down, quote unquote, to the challenger level. Gabashvili, of course, losing in 5 to Baghdadis at the Australian Open. Just watched a little bit of that Baghdadis-Karlovic match all working out this morning. Good to see Marcos playing well again. I know how he was super motivated when we talked to him in the fall in Northern California here on the USTA Pro Circuit to get back towards the top 10. Good run at the Australian Open. Good run this week as well, and maybe not top 10. Gabashvili finding that forehand on the run, but it's always nice to see some of the older guys, if they can just stay healthy, get back to some top-level play. It's 15:30 here, an opportunity for Gabashvili. Overhits it. And 2 break chances. First of the day go to Teymuraz Gabashvili. He can smell it. Gabashvili wins the long rally. He gets the first break of the day, 4-3. New balls when we return to Dallas.
Before you saw them at the U.S. Open, you saw them on the USTA Pro Circuit. With more than 80 events across the United States, the USTA Pro Circuit is coming to a location near you. Be sure to also watch live streaming on USTA.com. It's your chance to catch a rising star. Pro tennis that's up close and fun for the whole family. That's the USTA Pro Circuit.
Take another look at this big forehand from Gabashvili, picking that one up off of his ankles, just continues to pound away. Eventually getting one he can drive on the forehand side, wrapping it up back up the line, and such a great job with his footwork to continue to hit those forehands. There's the miss from Andreozzi. Gabashvili out in front with a break lead, 4-3. You have to say that Gabashvili is the favorite of the players remaining out here. Disrespect to Tim Smichek, who might be the other favorite. Tim really close to being back into the top 100 as a result of a quarterfinal run here in Dallas. Just kind of hope for a little bit of a letdown in the game of Gabashvili, who has just been completely dominant. In fact, we did see it from Gabashvili a little bit yesterday in his matchup with Jason Jung. Just had a little bit of a dip early in the second set, allowed Jason to have a couple opportunities down the stretch. Of course, when you don't lose points on your serve, it's hard to lose a match. Another hold at love. At this point, he's 16 for 16 on his serve. Serving at 73%. Just misses. Big serve from Andreozzi. Couple of game points. Wants to see if he can force Gabashvili to close it out on his serve. The hold for Andreozzi, 5-4. It'll be Gabashvili trying to close out the first set when we return.
USTA tennis on campus.
Without it, I would be the nerd in the library, having no social life. We're a social club with a big tennis problem.
Do it in a heartbeat.
You make a lot of friends.
Playing for your team and playing with your friends.
I love being a part of the team.
You get the fun of playing tennis, but not too much pressure.
I think it's an awesome way
to continue to play competitively.
Teymuraz Gabashvili, 16 of 16 points on his serve in this first set. I'm sure he's just much more concerned about getting the first set in the books, but I'm sure there's a part of him that wants to have perfection. Second ace. basic stuff here from Gabashvili. Businesslike. 3 set points. It was not to be. I think that's just a little bit of disappointment that you see there. Second set point, he'll just have to settle for a set. Closes it out strong, 6-4. Only losing the 1 point on a serve. Gabashvili in control of the RBC Tennis Championships of Dallas.
World-class professional tennis is coming back to Memphis, and it's bigger, bolder, and better than ever before. See U.S. Open finalist Kei Nishikori and top American John Isner take center stage against the world's best, live at the Memphis Open. For 1 week only, the hottest ticket in town is at the Racket Club of Memphis. The Memphis Open is back, and better than ever. Visit memphisopen.com and get your tickets today.
Great to have you with us here at the RBC Tennis Championships of Dallas. First of the 4 indoors we have on the circuit. The other 3, of course, at the back end of the year. Our next USTA Pro Circuit Challengers coming up in April, the Clay Court, Sarasota, Savannah, and Tallahassee. Our next tournaments here on the broadcast. Our ball people just getting set. I believe that's Olga, if I remember correctly from last year. Stalwarts here, 17 years at the T-Bar-M Racket Club, and so just a lot of familiarity in the community with this event. As a result, just get continued traffic into T-Bar-M. Andreozzi, his first time here in Dallas, same for Gabashvili. Andreozzi will serve to start this second set. Does not waste time. Obviously has battled some injuries over his career, but has been pretty consistently top 100 level guy. Senses that this is the opening for him. Andreozzi suddenly a little sluggish. Double fault to boot. 3 break chances for Gabashvili. First double fault of the day for Andreozzi. Tries to run around and hit that forehand. Sends it a little bit long. Has to take 1 or 2 extra steps, and that left shoulder flying open. forget, it just misses. Gabashvili, I think, hoping more than anything else, but that ball looked like it missed. It's asking some people up in the crowd what they think. Third break chance coming. Good response from Andreozzi. Ace number 4, and we're deuce. Not bad. Gabashvili just feels like he's in a different class right now.
One? Sí, pero ¿cómo sabes si es tan pequeño siempre? Lady, what was like this one? Can you say once?
Fights off the break chances and gets the hold. 1 love here in the second. I know I shouldn't laugh, but for some reason, the use of the term lady always just gets me. It's a personal thing, but Gabashvili just asking for a line call, even though it was already called long. Andreozzi, sometimes you can see a momentum shift after fighting out of a love 40 deficit. And he's come up with some big ground strokes, can certainly hit the ball with Gabashvili. It's just been a matter of finding the same level of consistency as Gabashvili. He just can't keep up the pace. Gabashvili can hit that forehand with that type of power 5, 6, 7 times, and I don't think Andreozzi has the ability to keep up in that respect. So he's got to find ways to shorten the points. Because we are playing at Gabashvili's level, and his pace, his speed, and his power. Another low hold, moving all in the second. Forehand tries to test it, tries to go big angle, but Gabashvili just sitting and waiting on that ball. Might see a younger player get extremely disappointed after missing out on those 3 break chances. Gabashvili has just remained calm and controlled. Andreozzi is going to have to beat him. He's not going to make those mistakes. Constant pressure, constantly attacking. Andreozzi again in a hole at love 30. Nice grab. Yeah, I'm convinced Bill Hader could play Gabashvili. So you can watch again this racket toss nearly to the roof. Next to the roof up top here. Another pressure pack point for Andreozzi on his serve. Finding that type of an angle, unbelievable here. Wrong-footed himself, but still gets that ball there. And finishing with the running forehand cross-court, break chance for Gabashvili. Andreozzi fights off a 4th break chance back at deuce. Andreozzi just looks gassed. I think he's actually playing really well. appreciated as a talker out on court. Certainly has some more louder personalities out here on the tour, but Gabashvili subtle with it. Third break chance. He just misses on the forehand, a little bit sluggish there. It's Gabashvili in control, setting a break lead here at the RBC Tennis Championships of Dallas.
World-class professional tennis is coming back to Memphis, and it's bigger, bolder, and better than ever before. See U.S. Open finalist Kei Nishikori and top American John Isner take center stage against the world's best, live at the Memphis Open. For 1 week only, the hottest ticket in town is at the Racket Club of Memphis. The Memphis Open is back, and better than ever. Visit memphisopen.com and get your tickets today.
Pink day here at the RBC Tennis Championships of Dallas. Most of the women who were involved in the clinic earlier today, as well as some of the entertainment activities, including a pro-am featuring Darian King, have left. Getting closer to 5 o'clock here, about to turn 4. Starting to get towards our evening session, featuring Marty Fish, Mark Knowles. Involved in their quarterfinal doubles matchup, Smichek and J.P. Smith to follow that one. Gabashvili has lost a single point on serve.
Other ones. One more. Thank you.
Three aces on the day. This is unreal. I know there are golden sets every once in a while, but just to see this type of clinical dissection by Gabashvili, destruction on his serve, losing a single point is just unreal. See if he gets greedy here and goes after a second break. I don't think much is going to change. there's much difference in how Andreozzi is playing today than how he was playing yesterday against Ionescu. Gabashvili, though, he's just zoned in. He even seems shocked when he's missing. Of course, the highlight of his career, that fourth round run at the French in 2010, beating Roddick in the third. Well done from Andreozzi. It's a game point, looking for 3-2. Unreal. That's an extreme angle. Andreozzi just has to stare and watch. From so deep behind the court, too. Here's a second opportunity for a break. This is actually break point number 7 on the day for Gabashvili. Converting already on 2. Combination, Andreozzi. Back to deuce. Able to find some space and open up the court on the backhand side.
Empty court, come on.
Timo to the empty court, come on. Just can't quite get enough lift on it. It's a good ball from Andreozzi again. But it's one that Timo's gonna make quite a bit. Game point. To get Andreozzi some new shorts. When we get into some extended rallies, the left short leg hikes up and the pocket comes out the bottom. It's just an awkward look. Break chance. Number 8 for Gabashvili. points there, 4-1, firmly in control here in Dallas. Andreozzi actually getting some time here down in the corner, a full-on discussion with his coach, almost a lesson. I don't know that the chair saw it, was keeping an eye on the time. Another ace. This crowd having trouble getting into this match with Gabashvili just controlling things. Another hold at love, 5-1. To reiterate here, 32 of 33 points on serve for Gabashvili. It has been an ongoing discussion. It's new balls for Andreozzi here. And I think the chair is now having a look over at Andreozzi's coach just to let him know he's at least paying attention to it. If the situation were different or a closer score, might deserve something, but I think the chair giving him a little leeway here. This is about as good as you can see. Triple match point for Teymuraz Gabashvili. Looks like he's not going to lose a point in the second set on his serve. Clinical stuff from Gabashvili. Fired up, and he should be. That was a fantastic performance for number one over Guido Andreozzi into the semifinals. He awaits the winner of our next match. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, Rajiv Ram and Andrei Rublev. We'll rejoin you 15 minutes from now. He appreciates it. Competition signing off for now, live streaming on the USTA Pro Circuit.
The greatest champions in tennis have made their names at the US Open. Now you can connect your name with this world-class event and become a champion of a great cause by ordering a personalized paver on the Avenue of Aces at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, home of the US Open. You'll be supporting the work of USTA Serves, which seeks to improve the lives of at-risk youth and people with disabilities through the powerful combination of tennis and education. Be a champion. Order your paver today.